2025 is going to be an amazing year for me in terms of riding new coasters. So in this video, I wanted to count down my top 10 most anticipated new roller coaster credits for 2025. I've already released a video sharing all my 2025 plans for my theme parks and amusement parks and all that. So as you guys know that have seen that video, I'll be going to a ton of new amusement parks. And this list will not just consist of coasters that are already built that I have not ridden. It will also consist of new coasters that are being built for 2025 that I will be riding this year. So to start off the list, we're going to go with number 10, Alpenfury at Canada's Wonderland. This Premier Rides launch coaster looks really good. It looks, I would say, almost demented. It's just got so many inversions. It goes through the mountain in the middle. For those of you who don't know, Canada's Wonderland has a big mountain in the middle called Wonder Mountain. It's an artificially built mountain, and the coaster is going to go right through it, and it's going to come back around the other way. It's going to go all the way out to where Extreme Skyflyer used to stand, out by the front entrance. So it's going to be a big coaster. It's going to have a ton of inversions. I kind of wish it was something different, but I can't be too picky. This park needs a launch coaster, a good launch coaster. I think this will fill that void. I don't think it fills the void enough to the point where I think this park is like truly elite, but it does add more to it and make it better. I think this will probably be the best ride in the park or the second best. I'm not sure. I really like Behemoth, so we'll see. It's probably going to be number 1, 2, or maybe 3. If it's not as good as I think, it'll probably be 3, but my prediction, it'll be 1 or 2 at the park. Number 9, we have Outlaw Run at Silver Dollar City. I have just been dying to ride this coaster. I remember following the construction heavily back when it was being built, and this ride just looks awesome with the scenery, the terrain that you're going through, the inversions. It's a wooden topper track coaster. I've only been on, I think, one other. It's just Lightning Rod at Dollywood. So really excited to see how this coaster stands out. Number 8, we actually have Mamba at Worlds of Fun. This could be shocking to some people. I grew up going to Dorney Park, so Steel Force is kind of like one of the coasters that got me into roller coasters. I always say it's Skyrush, but Steel Force is up there too, and I really want to see how Mamba rides, especially knowing that everybody I know says that Mamba is better and that the trim brakes on the mid-course don't hit. You just fly through the second half hills. So I am very excited. This is one of my most anticipated coasters of the whole year. At number 7, we have Wrath of Rakshasa opening at Six Flags Great America. This B&M dive coaster just looks so good. It honestly, to me, looks like it could be one of the best B&M dive coasters. Not to mention the fact that this doesn't have a mid-course brake run. One of my favorite parts of Iron Menace at Dorney Park is the fact that there is no mid-course, slowing the train down. The pacing is what I love about Iron Menace, and this could probably be just as good, if not better. It's got more inversions, it looks like more whippy inversions, it's got some unique elements. I'm just so excited to ride this. It looks beautiful, the blue track, the yellow supports. I've heard there's going to be some good theming in the queue. This is just a very exciting ride. Number 6, we have Rapterra at King's Dominion. This launched B&M wing coaster is very exciting to me because Thunderbird at Holiday World is also a launched wing coaster, and that is my favorite wing coaster specifically because of the launch. I think that's exactly what carries it over the edge over the other wing coasters. So I think this ride, I'm not saying it's going to be better or as good as Thunderbird, but I do think it will be a top tier wing coaster specifically because of the launch, and then it looks to have some great interaction with the paths and everything. I'm actually going to be able to ride this in less than a week, or not less than a week, basically about a week. So this one will be coming up soon. But yeah, I am just so excited to see how this compares to Thunderbird, being that that's my number 1 wing coaster. At number 5, we have Iron Gwazi at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. This RMC coaster looks insane. It looks like Steel Vengeance. I mean, not like it's the same ride, but just the size that it has. It's towering over every other attraction at Busch Gardens. I've heard the pacing on this is the best of any RMC out there. I don't know if I will like this more than Steel Vengeance. I would be happy if I did. You know, I'm always welcome for a new #1 coaster, and I always want to see coasters get better and better. We'll see when I ride it. I've heard differing opinions. You know, some people say it's so good that, you know, the shorter length makes up for the shorter length, and I've heard other people that say it's just too short of a ride for them to put it that high. So we'll see. That's why it's in the top 5 most anticipated credits, because I love RMC. It's my favorite manufacturer at the moment, and I've heard some insane opinions about it, and I want to create my own. At number 4, we have Siren's Curse opening up at Cedar Point. This is a Vekoma tilt coaster. So I don't really even have to go into too much why this is my most anticipated credit. I would say most coaster enthusiasts have not been on a tilt coaster or anything like Siren's Curse. There is a tilt coaster opening up down in Texas. I will not be getting out there this year. Hopefully in the future I'll be able to get out there. But as of this moment, it looks like Siren's Curse is going to be the first to open. The one in Texas is more complete, but that park most likely won't be opening up until later in the year, whereas Siren's Curse will be opening up this summer. So this will probably be the first tilt coaster, and it looks fantastic. Like, it's not just the OG tilt coaster, Gravity Max I think it's called, where it's kind of just a drop, and then there's a loop, and then it hits the brakes. Like, it's not just the tilt. It's got a great layout with some amazing inversions, some amazing twists and turns and airtime hills. This is not only just going to be for the tilt factor, it's going to be an amazing coaster. At number 3, we have Time Traveler at Silver Dollar City. This Mach Extreme spinner looks fantastic. I know that the Ride to Happiness out in Europe is much better. I don't care. I've never been on a Mach Extreme spinner. So this ride is so interesting to me. I'm so excited to see how one of these coasters ride. I've heard great things about it, you know. Not everyone's been out to Europe to ride to Happiness. So not everyone has the opinion that it's not as good, you know. They have been on one of these and it's amazing. So I am just so excited to ride this. I'm literally counting down the days till I go to Silver Dollar City in July, and this is going to be the highlight of that park, I think. Coming in at number 2, we have Velocicoaster at Universal's Islands of Adventure in Florida. Honestly, this looks like the best themed thrill roller coaster I've ever seen. And it's not just the best themed, it looks like one of the best coasters ever built. The elements, the inversions, it's just such a unique coaster. There's not really much out there that's like it. You can argue and say that there are certain Intamin launch coasters that are similar. Not really, though, in my opinion. I think it's very unique for this park. The interaction it has with the water and the pathways, I could not be more excited for this coaster. And staying with Universal for number 1, we have Stardust Racers. This Mach launch coaster, it's a racing coaster, so it's a dueling coaster, looks phenomenal. The only reason why it's higher than Velocicoaster is simply because of the uniqueness of a lot of the elements. I mean, Velocicoaster has a lot of unique elements, but not in the same sense as Stardust Racers. The interactive moments and just the beauty of this park makes this one of the most anticipated roller coasters I've ever had on my bucket list. So Stardust Racers, you could interchange the two, Stardust Racers and Velocicoaster. At the moment, gun to my head, I'm putting Stardust Racers at number 1. I'm not saying it's going to be better than Velocicoaster. I'm just saying I am more excited to ride Stardust Racers at the moment. So what do you guys think of my most anticipated coasters list? Let me know down in the comments. I always love to hear you guys' opinions. If you like roller coaster and theme park content, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out a lot. As always, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. If you'd like to support the channel even more, become a member and receive numerous benefits, such as watching all my videos the day before they release, access to my monthly top 25 coaster list, member shoutouts, and more. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.